Hypocrisy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lost Planning the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Chunkieta of Chunkieta Law, small law firm in central Minnesota. It is Friday, and with me, as always, is my main man, Camelot. What's up, buddy?
What's up, you bitches? Man, dude, a whole bunch of nothing. Sleeping, eating, drinking. Dude, I went and got some, look, I've been dieting real hard, man. I've been trying.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
But today, man, I don't know why. I was like walking out of the gym, and I thought about buffalo chicken sliders out of nowhere. And dude, I went and got buffalo chicken sliders, and it was just like, there was just cum everywhere. God, it was so good. No, dude. And I walked into this place. Okay, so here's the tiny story real quick.
Okay, yeah.
So
we don't have any time on this stream, so.
Yeah. It's a place called Drake's, and it's in Huntsville, and I believe it started there like 100 years ago. And my ex-wife used to bartend there.
Okay.
So before she got her engineering degree. So I would go in there like every freaking day while she was like working nights, and I'd freaking smash some of these sliders. Well, you know, obviously she left me like 8 years ago, so I don't go there very often, but I thought about them today, man. And I went in that bitch, and like nothing's changed. It's just really busy because everybody keeps leaving California and shit. And I go sit down, and the server that walks up is a girl that used to work there like over what is it, 2023, like 11, 12 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And she's like old now. And I was like, oh my God.
That's what happens,
I hugged her, and I was like, she's like, how you been? I'm like, dude, I'm a beard and I'm old, and you're old too. Yeah, dude. Dude, I remember being like 21, and you know, my wife's working there and stuff. And like that girl, like she was working there, and I was like, damn, that girl's hot as hell. And now I'm like, damn. Wow.
You're old.
Look at me. Look, you know, like look at me. Like I'm just
looks like hell.
We're just increasing. You know, I'm getting a little sad looking in the face, obviously, but you know, I don't do what the hell happened, man. She looked like a bowling ball. Like it was the same amount of holes.
Oh
and shit.
no.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was weird, dude. It's weird how time flies, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome to the show. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of St. Patrick's Day and obviously Irish people, what's up, Dani? How you doing?
I'm doing just well. I'm glad you assumed I was Irish.
I'm more ascribed Irishness to you. Oh, really?
It is correct. My surname or my maiden name is Wallace.
Wallace.
So
okay.
I'm super Scotch Irish. So there you go.
Well, there you go. I didn't know we had an actual, like, a legit Irish person on the show.
I will
tonight.
be offended for all Irish people on your behalf, which is zero. So please enjoy, get drunk, beat your wives, I guess.
There are no. Did you just say there are no Irish people?
What?
You
No, I didn't say that.
You said you'd be offended for all Irish people on my behalf, which is zero.
No, meaning I will not be offended.
Oh. You're saying there are no Irish. But it's like, there are no Irish? Finally, we've been trying for decades to get rid of them.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm doing live streams every day starting April 1st. That's not a joke. Come and check me out. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be covering the Lori Vallow case since they've decided like a bunch of cucks not to live stream it. So
of course not. Yeah. Oh, I bet Kurt is devastated.
What?
Yeah.
Kurt was planning, like, he's been waiting to do this trial, like.
Really?
The Vallow case, yeah. Daybell Vallow.
Yeah, I know the family, like I know the Daybells, and so I was like, okay, I gotta go see this, and I'll talk about it more on my show. I don't want to distract from the fun you guys are having. So
this is a laugh riot a minute over here right now. Speaking of that, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Coming from my maternal grandfather, they're all Irish people, Finlays and Callahan, so got to represent.
Shit. Well,
I've got the trifecta: Russian blood, Scottish blood, and Irish blood. That's why no one should get in a drinking contest with me.
Well, now it's 2-on-2.
Yeah.
We got 2 Irish down below and 2 non-Irish up top.
But see, I'm Lithuanian and you're Polish, so we're kind of neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
Ancestral neighbors.
Dude,
Gross.
I gotta be honest, Jeff. I don't know what the hell I am. Like,
None of us can figure it out either, Camelot, to make you feel any better.
I was just in the trailer park, man. And then, like, you know, I used to meet girls that would be like, yeah, so I'm like 10% this and 20 and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what are you? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, did you not do ancestry thing? And I'm like, no, I don't
give a shit.
I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s. They're all dead already. It's over. Like,
I just want to do it to see to prove that my father's not actually my father.
Dude, my dad looks identical to me. We look like twins, so there's no way in hell that I
look like my mother and nothing like my father. And if he wasn't actually my dad, it would explain a lot.
I look exactly like my dad, just 24 years younger.
Same.
Speaking of 24 years younger, what's up, Aussie?
G'day,
Hey
Nick.
there, good morning.
Camelot, Vices, Dani.
What's up?
Long time no see.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, yeah, can't complain. Sorry, I was running a little bit behind. Kid things, I'm sure you understand.
But I've never been late in my life.
I had a girlfriend that was once. That was scary.
Dude,
She calls him up. I'm late. He's like loading the shotgun. To what?
Oh no, it was worse. She called and said, I think I might be pregnant. And I'm like, one, never ever call a guy and say you think you're anything.
Yeah.
You are or you're not before you make the fucking phone call.
I think I may be a murderer. I don't know.
I think I'm looking up pig farms right now.
I think I might have just bought a ticket to Japan. I don't really know. One way too.
Jeff ticks all the boxes. He's like been setting stuff on fire since he was a kid. Like, yeah, he had an abusive father. Didn't have a Playboy girl, or not Playboy. What
I had those.
You didn't have
those.
Game Boy. Growing up, like he's the perfect setup for, and he's white and he's intelligent.
And I'm such a badass. I was banning people in my sleep on Aussie stream last night.
He fell asleep on the stream with his phone in his hand, and he banned like 12 people out of my chat without knowing.
Oh, it's fucking great. Speaking of that, Aussie, did you have a Playboy or a Game Boy growing up?
Both.
I was gonna say with Kinky Corner, I assume it was both.
I still have.
My family had money.
Okay.
We got to talk about it. Someone got salty, apparently, right?
Yeah,
like they had
I'm a little bit pissed off. So Kinky Corner now, I haven't decided whether or not it's going to be locals exclusive or it's going to be members only. Someone went right back through November through January and reported them for age restrictions. So a little bit pissed off.
Wow.
That's pathetic.
Watch the goddamn kids on YouTube. That's how you fix that problem.
Well, the thing is, you can't it's worse. I'm going to tell you it's worse. I don't think you can specifically report for age restriction. I think you just report it for community guidelines, and that's when the age restriction comes in. That's their assessment is that this doesn't violate the overall community guideline standards, but it does merit an age restriction. I've had several streams age restricted before that make no sense for the age restriction also, like other than a couple racy jokes. And it's like, well, my tits weren't out while saying them, so I don't see the problem. But no, man, that's lame. Why is somebody going after Aussie? Like the nicest guy. He's upside down. It's not his fault.
Dude, that's what happens. Dude, you know what happened? You know what happened? This is what happened. Okay. Aussie is chilling, having a good time. And then the thing that happens to all of us at some point, all of a sudden he has 1,000 people watching every stream. That just happens. You're like, oh, damn, I'm kicking that ass now. This is great. And then what happens when that happens? People see it and they get pissed off and they're like, I'm gonna ruin this dude's life. It's happened to all of us 100 times.
Too much fun on the internet. Can't have too much fun.
Yeah, my first video that ever popped off was like 6 months into me doing YouTube, and it went to like 1 million views overnight. And I was like, holy shit. And then you best believe, like 2 days later, I had the hate messages in my inbox. I'm like, what the hell would I do? Like, F we know you didn't actually work at GameStop. We think your accent's fake. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you fake that accent?
Wouldn't I fake something smarter?
That's what women love. That's what women love is this bullshit. No, by the way, I was talking to Sydney Watson like a few weeks ago, and she told me this. She told me the same shit. She was like, "Yeah, that Southern accent though, sexy." And I'm like, "The fuck is wrong with you bitches? And why you all think this is sexy?"
Because they're not from the South. That's why
they haven't seen our actual element with the trailers and shit.
Yeah. They don't realize that, like, when you live in the South or Camelot lives and a tornado comes through, everybody just swaps houses because they land in different places.
Yeah. Dude, man, we would
the
trailers would move and sway and shit when there was a tornado. But like it was so often that like my dad would pack us all up in his goofy ass like single bench seat truck. And it would be all of us going down to this goofy fire station and getting the prison cells, and they'd lock the cells. That's how, you know, you're saying that it was like 2 freaking feet of cinder blocks. So the tornado would eat your ass up in that bitch. But when I got older, like now, you know, my house is big old brick house. Dude, when I hear the siren, I sleep even harder. I'm like over it. Like, if it kills me, like I don't have a mortgage payment, I got to talk to women no more. Dude, I'm done.
What I do when a tornado comes is I go down in my broadcast vault and I close it and leave the family outside.
Well, there you go. You're doing it right now. You're good. Just stream.
No, well,
I'm kidding.
It's a thing because back when I lived up in Darwin. So for anyone that doesn't know, Darwin has 2 seasons instead of having the 4. They got the wet season and the dry season. Wet season, you get cyclones for a good 6-month period of the year. I used to sleep like a baby through those things, like right up to a Cat 3. I think we had at one point, and so you know. Massive winds and that sort of thing, and I just slept straight through it like a baby.
Dude, it sounds, dude, the noise the wind makes when it's like hitting your windows, and it sounds like this light whistly whisper. Dude, I'm dead. I'm like, just drooling and shit. It's awesome. Dude, both my dogs, I have a German Shepherd and a Husky, and they're both almost 100 pounds. Well, the German Shepherd's 100 pounds.
You are a white girl. It's amazing.
They'll jump on the bed with me when there's tornadoes and shit, and they'll both like surround me and just whimper, and they're both on me, and I'm like, can you guys get the hell off me, you bitches? Why are they afraid? Like, no, dude, what the hell? What am I gonna do? Hold them like so the wind don't get them? I don't understand.
Just use them to cushion, you know, when things start falling.
Dude, they're freaking smushy, man.
We were visiting a friend in Joplin, and he owns this giant underground compound. He had purchased like all these limestone caves, and he like created this form of the hydrogen engine, like all of the cool LEDs on all of our nice like computers and stuff. That's what his company was, and he had all of his kids running it. Anyway, we slept like babies, and it was like a category 5 that just went right over the top of us. We had no clue. Like it was like walking out into a total like destruction zone.
Yeah, dude. That'd be cool. Like it'd be cool to just go down ground. My dad, where there's tornadoes every damn day where I grew up, and my dad built an underground shelter behind our trailer. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool.
My last house was all cinder block, like the whole house. The exterior was cinder block, and it's bermed. So like the front half of it is underground for the most part. There's like little gun slits at the top of the roof where that sticks out. And I was like, oh, well, if the feds ever come, I know where I'm setting up. But no, so it's like I never worried about tornadoes there. Plus it was like a little bit lower than some of the other houses in the area, but not, there was like a whole nother, it was on a hill, but there was another hill next to it. So it's pretty safe. Like the other houses down below got all the flooding suckers. And then, yeah, there was another, well, actually pretty close to where I live now was up on the hill next to it. So it's like, well, but this house, you know, is I don't think it's all cinder block construction, but the basement is. And that's, so it's like, okay. And plus, yeah, I broadcast from a fucking vault that is not only cinder block, but instead of just filling with cement around the cinder block, it's filled with rebar.
Wow.
So
good,
it's,
man.
yeah, it's,
you get hit by like 5 tornadoes at once, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like trying to get the air conditioner to like, cause I have one of those mini air conditioners where they just need like a hole this big. It took them hours to be able to drill that hole because they kept hitting rebar and breaking their bits. So they had to find like the right spot to drill through. So it's great. Now I'm safe from everything. The world can eat my ass.
Well, okay. Fair enough. Let's get started.
How you get parasites? Don't do that.
You're not my mom, Dani. Don't tell me what to do.
That's how you get parasites.
It really depends, man. Depends on who they are. Some people are rough. Some people are rough. But you can tell, like, once you start getting close, you're like, oh, no, never mind. I ain't doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, when your mustache melts off as you're getting as you're approaching on your approach vector, it's like, oh, my upper lip is bald now. Stay back.
But you can tell you can tell pretty fast too. Like no, sometimes though, it's like I don't even know how it's this clean, man. Like you ever notice that, Nick? Like you'll be like, no, I can't believe this, because I know mine's not.
Do I ever notice that?
Yeah, like you're like, damn, I can't believe how clean it is down here. It should be way worse.
Are you talking about
how much
eating-
ass
Who
am
do
I
you-
supposed to be eating?
Who do you hang around with?
Look,
I'm a monogamous married man, Camelot.
Listen, Jeff. A lot.
It's an adjustable shower nozzle. Look
Not
into it.
everyone is not the hygiene up to par, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm just not sure how many asses I'm supposed to have inspected.
At least one, but I'm just saying, like you should know, like because if you
The one I know of is clean.
if you jump down the tunnel, man, and there is just the tinge of like the brown eye, like that's too much. That's too much. You remember how I said 10% funk is good? I'm
It's
talking
time to
about,
start
like,
drinking.
You're talking about sweat. You're talking about perspiration. I got it.
Yeah,
now
give me
on
a second.
front. I'm talking about slobber pocket funk, not asshole funk.
Okay.
Aussie's-
Okay.
If Aussie's out and Danny's out,
I'm just getting liquored up. We're getting going now. Got the red breast.
You
It's
get what I'm
Ireland
saying.
Day.
Some of them are rough though.
oh man, you've got Irish whiskey.
I
Damn it.
do. Got the,
I don't
got
have
the red
any.
breast 12 year.
Keep playing the head, dude.
I was thinking about it and I didn't get it. So we'll see what I'm gonna decide what I'm drinking right
got
now.
a whole
'Cause we
bottle
have-
of peanut butter if you want it.
no,
Oh, he likes banana. He likes the banana.
So bad.
no,
That is
that-
so bad.
don't put stuff in whiskey. It's just whiskey is fine.
Yeah.
Like flavor vodka. No one cares if you flavor a vodka.
Yes.
I don't
Like-
like it. Only
is
white
so
girls
bad.
like flavored vodka. I'm not about that life.
I know that's why flavored vodka is terrific.
Oh my god, they have pineapple now. I'm like, dude, don't go fuck.
I just don't get why you would mix it. Like, I mean, never mind, I take that back. I've seen white girls take shots of vodka. That's why.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the
it's
only time
always-
I have vodka is like vodka and Red Bull, vodka
Yeah,
and like
just
other
straight,
mixed
yeah.
drinks, but not like straight vodka shots.
Every time, Danny. Every time I go, because I don't do this anymore. I'm out of the game. I'm too old, man. But I used to, when I was in my late 20s and early 30s, I'd hang out with girls that were like 21, 23, because for some reason they swapped on me. I don't know why. And I go hang out with them, and we'd be hanging out, and they always are drinking vodka and Red Bull.
Mhm.
Every one of them. And I'm like, where'd you guys learn this shit? And they're
Vodka,
always
Red
saying they're
Bull is
listening to
life.
freaking trap music and shit and over the top rap that I can't understand.
Vodka
And they're
Red
just-
Bull is like
Vodka.
it's like if you go to I think here's what happens. So new white girl goes to bar.
Yep.
And she's like, I don't know what to order. Everybody just gives me Jaeger bombs. And I don't know why. And so then she goes up to the bartender and she's like, what should I drink? And he's like, okay, well, all the rest of you just like vodka Red Bulls. So try one of those. And then that's the first drink. And then it's like it's like that first love, right? So they're
Yep.
stuck with it forever.
Yep. And they want me to drink with them. And I'm like, I'm not drinking vodka. And they're like, why not? And I'm like, because I'm not 22 and I'm not drinking vodka right now. That shit's like battery acid. And it always makes me feel like balls, dude.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Moscow Mules with like super strong ginger beers, that is battery acid, but I love
Ooh.
it. Like
Mm.
Moscow Mules are probably one of my favorites.
Well, peanut butter whiskey is not it. Because every time Ari comes on my stream, she's always just like sucking down this peanut butter whiskey.
It's
And
shit.
it-
Oh god, it's
and it
gross.
showed up at a convenience store in Busan, Korea, next to my house. I'm like, let's give it a crack. Yeah, one and done.
Why, Jeff? I don't know. It's either vodka or it's these weird like cream bullshits. Like this one girl I used to hang out with, she liked I don't even know what it's called. It was like amaretto or something.
Amaretto, yeah.
Amaretto.
Huh? Like it just tastes. It's like cream ass. And I'm like, why?
She was just drinking amaretto, like straight.
Amaretto's a mixer. Like you put
was
that
mixing
in
it.
Yeah,
stuff.
you mix
Yeah,
it.
she was mixing it with like rum or some
Okay.
bullshit.
Yeah,
You mix it
okay.
with whiskey and it's a Godfather. That's
It
great.
just was creamy. Everything's creamy all the time. It's like
Yeah.
Bailey's. Freaking dude, I can't do it. I don't want it to be creamy. Why would I want it to be clear and like spicy? You know?
Or Bailey's over vanilla ice cream. It's the shit.
Oh, dude, my ex-wife's
Or peppermint schnapps.
dad made me freaking eat that shit. It was like -12, and they had a hot tub like 50 yards from their house in the back of their house for some reason, big land. And it was like -12 and the power was out and it was snowing. So he's like, all right, come on, boy. Because he just called me boy for some reason. And we went out into the hot tub and he made me eat ice cream with Bailey's all over it. And like, I think rum, maybe, I don't know. And I was like
Wait.
19.
Someone says,
Wait,
come
wait,
out
wait.
to the
So
hot
now-
tub, boy, and then forces you to eat ice cream with Bailey's all over it.
My ex-wife was with it. She was
This
there
is
too.
the start of Deliverance
We were
2.
both there.
I'm gonna drink some Camelot Nightmare.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
That was
that
the
needs to get to
blackout
Korea.
shit.
That needs to come to Korea.
It blacked me out pretty good too.
If I ever come out there, Jeff, I'll bring a couple bottles with me. Just to deposit with you. Keep on reserve.
Andrew, Legal Mindset, and I were thinking about organizing Korea 2024 October. Like a get together in Korea for everybody.
You know, if that happens, that I will claw my way to Korea as I'm my damnedest.
That would be
fun.
Get
there.
October is such a gorgeous
time. Hilarious in Korea. Actually, Jeff, I can't even imagine you in Korea, to be completely honest, because every time I go to Korea, I'm the same height as like the general population. And so for me, it's not like that shocking. It's actually shocking coming back to the United States. Everyone is smelly, everyone's bigger, and everybody is like just big. I don't know how to describe it, just bigger. And it is the weirdest feeling coming back to the States.
Testosterone.
Well, Andrew Legal Mindset, he's the
smelly.
asshole. He's the asshole because he's super tall anyway. Plus, and then he always walks on the uphill side of you, so you look even shorter.
Mindset does?
Yes.
I've only walked with him in Houston, which is flat, so it was fine.
Well, you're like almost the same height though, so
shit.
Yeah, he's got an inch or two on me.
Dude, he towered over my little ass.
Yeah, so
looking
does
up at a freaking
Dani towered over your little ass.
Now listen, all right. It's not that exaggerated. All right. Sally was like an inch taller than me, and she had heels on.
I said Dani. I didn't even talk about Sally. Sally was leagues above. Like she's in the stratosphere compared to you.
Oh, now you're just shitting on me for fun, is what you do.
Yes. Here we go. Speaking of some St. Patrick's Day fun, we got a red boy from Frederick Little. Thank you. He says, Nick, I hope you, Lady Rackets, the rest of your family, the panel, and everyone in the chat has a great St. Patrick's Day. Remember, we're all Irish today. Cheers to you, Frederick Little. Thank you, sir.
Cheers. There's something I hate about going on other people's streams. You see a big red flash. You're yes. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't my stream. Shit. I hate that.
But let me say something to you, Frederick Little. You know who isn't Irish on St. Patrick's Day? St. fucking Patrick wasn't Irish. He was an Englishman who was abducted by Irish pirates and sold into Irish slavery. Yes, the slaves of everybody, the Irish, actually owned one, and it was a Brit.
It's not funny, but there's
it's
something
pretty
so
funny.
ironic.
Because we're all Irish. It's like, oh, good, we're all the slave owners. that poor St. Patrick had pastoral pity on, and after getting out of slavery and going and joining the church, he went back to Ireland to mission to them to try and get them to not be so fucking Irish.
No way.
So at St. Patrick's Day, we celebrate all the best parts of Ireland, which is drinking and beating our spouses.
Well, good for him.
And driving forth the pagans.
I get why he's a saint. I see Aussie is in his natural habitat.
It's about time. He's got to be. He's on the bottom of the disc. Speaking of that, oh my God, what timing? What's up, buddy?
The bottom of the disc? That's my intro? What does that mean? Happy St. Patrick's Day! All you black Irish motherfuckers! Which I know all of you are! Hello, hi. What do you mean bottom of the disc? What is that?
Well, Aussie's in Australia, which is on the bottom side of the disc, right?
Oh yeah, that retarded flat earth shit. I'm so sick of that fucking personality. I'm sick of guys pretending like they think that the earth is flat to get a shock value out of people.
Pretending. God, listen to you.
Dude, no, Nick, my favorite is when they actually have a scientific experiment and it's like a documentary where they test it and then they accidentally disprove themselves and they're just sad.
That just happened.
Oops. I mean, maybe we were wrong. I guess it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That was amazing. They should do one for the Turing test. Hook one of these morons up to a terminal and just say we have an AI. You have to determine if this AI is a human. And then just tell him, everyone we interviewed said, no, you are not human. And then follow him for the next couple days.
Well, they're doing that with pictures of women now, which
that's
you've undoubtedly
amazing.
seen, right?
No, I bought a new video card just so I could generate women in pornography.
It's going to take
really
out the porn business. As a matter of fact, if they don't start seriously protecting their intellectual property rights,
intellectual property in quotes,
property rights are going to take out the marriage business. Fuck that shit. I mean, I'm more eager to wait for the.
For me, baby, that's what I do. That's my bread and butter right now. So,
are you an OnlyFans? Are you like a porn OnlyFans?
She's a family law attorney, which may be worse.
We're about 10 years away, Dick, from me not having to ever worry about women again. I'll just get the VR, have the little sucker cap on that's already, it's just doing its own thing based on what
for your wiener.
Yeah.
Talk to Dollhouse Phil and you're in business.
I think I'm about 3 hours away from never having to worry about women again. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Nick, it's great to talk to you again.
I know. What the hell's wrong with you? Why don't you love me more?
What the fuck? What are you? What the fuck did you just say to me, you little bitch?
How you been, man?
Good.
You go out tonight? You pregame or you just stay home?
No, I just did podcasts all day and work. I had to stay sober. You know, I like to stay sober until I click record and then I start drinking. So
me too.
You too?
Yeah.
Then I have some control over my addiction.
I really don't drink much off the show. Well, except like in Vegas.
Me too.
Okay, but
yeah, me too.
I can die happy now that I've finally been on a Dick Masterson stream. I can just die happy now.
Really? Who are you?
Die happy. Exactly.
Don't die. I need people who like me. Everyone who likes me kills themselves. I don't know why that is. Don't die.
Yeah, so Jeff, Dick has to always say to his guests, thank you for not killing yourself, because so many of them fucking have.
Yeah, I really mean it. I literally mean it. Thank you.
You're like
fucking
the Bill
thank
Clinton
you.
of the podcast world.
No, I'm like the Hillary Clinton of the podcast world.
Oh, okay. Very fine distinction.
That's not an OnlyFans joke. You are a lawyer. Now you've proven yourself to me.
Vince Foster fan club.
Oh Jesus. Hold on, I got some more super chats to hit here. Unhung Hero says,
fucking surprise. Tune in to Nick tonight. He's got super chat. Hey, call in. Oh, when are you doing super chats? All night. Don't worry about it.
Well, we didn't do them for a long time, and now you're here, so I have to do them. Unhung Hero says,
Sorry.
Jesus. You know what, Dick? No, it's fine. It's fine. I won't do any of them. How's that?
No, do it. I would hate that. I would hate if you didn't do super chats. I'd do them.
Unhung Hero says, Aussie, how does it feel to get to witness all the action in the Anderson trial while Jeff sleeps? Also, thanks for banning me earlier, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Damn.
No, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I do think it's disproportionate because Jeff does the 3 hours in the morning. I do the 5 hours in the afternoon. So, you know, there's a better percentage chance for me to catch stuff.
You've got the majority of the time.
You it off really well. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you had your camera upside down. That was funny. I get it.
That's amazing, people. He got this.
That was the most patronizing thing I've ever heard.
No, I get it. It's funny. It's funny.
He said derisively.
I didn't mean that way. Sorry.
Look. I mean, come in and done the whole like.
Oh, don't do that. Don't put the balls in your face again. There you go.
What is that? Like a mariachi, Australian mariachi hat? What the fuck are all the dingly things for?
What
are those
for? Because out in the Australian outback, the flies will actually come to your mouth and your eyes seeking water because of how dry it is.
Oh, like in those ads for Africa.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, so how does
I know what you're saying because it always like shows the kid with like the
so they don't want to get AIDS from a gay water eyes guy. So you wear that hat. How does that work?
Well, at least when we do the Aussie thing, we actually use the corks from wine bottles. So we recycle our alcohol distribution system. So we tie them on strings tight to the hat and sort of beats the ass out of the
flies off. You beat off flies. That's what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying every time I watch one of those ads, I don't want to go to Africa. It's like you show me all these people with like flies all over the place. They're poor.
That's not an ad to go to Africa, you asshole. It's about sending them money. It's not for you going.
Yeah,
They
Nick,
just want my money?
yeah, it's like it literally said
Oh.
this little man is named Zimbabwe. Look at his distended nose. He's giving 25 cents a day. And I'm like, no.
It's like the old late great Sam Kinison said, you think the camera crew could offer the kid a sandwich or something, but it doesn't work unless he looks hungry.
I only
more to the point, if we send them the money, we could stop millions of mosquitoes from dying from AIDS every year.
Yeah.
Wow! You made the woman go away with that joke. Oh, that's how you know it's a good joke when women go, delete, goodbye.
Wait a minute. So when women leave, when you tell a joke, it's a good joke? That happens to me all the
Usually,
time.
that's
Always,
a very spicy
always.
joke.
Yeah.
They may leave, but they're always dripping. That's when the jokes are good.
Says, hey, chat, what do you think is the average amount Camelot pays the local junkies after banging them behind the closest dumpster? Nah, I kid. He pays nothing because all of his stories are fake.
That's true, yes.
No, Camelot, that's you, Camelot. They're
Yeah,
busting you for being a coomer.
Yeah, because
they don't come.
I went hard a lot on Tinder for years. And they're like, there's like dudes don't have sex. That's not a thing dudes do. I've never had sex. Therefore, Camelot's definitely never had sex.
No.
They're in Nick's chat. Of course they haven't.
Wow. Sue him.
Wow.
Sue this asshole.
Wow. Chat, if you are in my chat and you have not had sex, I will help you out. I will have sex with you.
I would say that chat is just like a Christian chat, but I know how degenerate they are. I can't lie.
They're just good.
They're just very
like
pure.
modern Christian
They're
chat.
saving themselves.
They're saving themselves for
guys,
Luke
yeah.
Perry. The Field says, speaking of storms, if the water is on top of the bridge, go around. Don't watch your child get swept away by floodwaters. Oh, shit. Yeah, that'd be
Words to live
terrible.
by.
Is that like if there's grass on the field, play ball? Is that like a new kind of euphemism for
Yes.
puberty?
Yeah, if there's water on the bridge, go around, which I think means anal.
Anal.
Oh.
Yeah,
obviously.
that's what that means.
I don't.
That's the only inference I can properly draw from that statement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's
thing I
menstruation
like about
time
high
or
school
around the
girls.
bridge. Yeah.
No, that's just extra. That's just extra lube, man. It's fine.
Daremouth says, hey, Nick, have you seen the tweets by Rumble today? Looks like they're improving little by little. I haven't seen their tweets, but I noticed setting up the stream, they got all this new shit on there that I have to do.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, you have to sign an NDA now. When you make a Rumble stream, you got to put in your social security number and take a picture of your cat. You got to do all kinds of amazing, fun stuff. It's welcome to the Russell Brandiverse.
They added all these categories and stuff,
What the
and
fuck
I'm
are we
like,
supposed to put as categories, Nick? What are we
There's like-
supposed to
and
do
I'm like-
for that?
I'm like, okay,
categories
you're
of
actively trying to get like the legal thing, and you don't have as a subcategory law. Like, why the fuck don't you just? It's not like it's hard to add a subcategory, even if almost no one would use it. Just do law or legal or whatever. Like, just throw that in there. Like, you, they put up that cool graphic of like, look at all the exclusive Rumble streamers, and they put me with my fellow two black men. So they have 3 black guys on Rumble, me being one of them. And then they still don't put the law one in there. It's like, just give me a goddamn law one. Why is this hard? I don't get it. And so I'm like, interesting people. Like, what the fuck do I put as a category? I honestly don't
think
know.
for the subcategory, I don't even think podcast is on there. Because
So you do podcasts on the main category.
Yeah, so I put like entertainment, and then I went to the second one, and it's like lawn work. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what to put on the second one.
You don't look Mexican at all.
The Rumble experience for users is the exact reason why I have not ever felt comfortable about moving over to that platform. Like, how are people going to find me? How are they actually going to like utilize Rumble? You don't have the same, like, when you pause a video on Rumble on your Android, it won't go back. It's a freaking nightmare. Yeah. I love Rumble because I love freedom of speech. And I hope that one day they'll pay me like they pay Nick. But that being said,
I think they fixed the app and the pausing thing on Android, because my wife was watching one of my streams the other day and she was able to pause and stuff. So, but it doesn't save your spot yet. That's what they need to do.
That's what I mean.
Okay. So like if you pause it and close it and then try and come back later. Yeah. They need to do that.
Rumble, fix your shit. Fix your shit. You're dumping a ton of money. You have a ton of goodwill. I'm the only one that's being an asshole right now. But soon, you don't fix your stuff, everyone's going to be an asshole. Fix your fucking UI.
Oh, I'm being an asshole about it. I'm just small enough that they're ignoring me.
I know all of the Rumble creators, myself included, that I've talked to, we're all, we're banking on the prospect, knowing that it's a younger platform, especially for live streaming, and that they have been actively making improvements, but we really, really want to see them because, I mean, frankly, like the reality is by doing like the Rumble switch and stuff, we know it's an inconvenience for people who watch us. And so we would prefer if we didn't have to do that aspect of it, if the Rumble product was great enough on its own, like not the Rumble product of the talent or whatever you want to call, like not, I'm talking about every other Rumble creator than me, but
talent, Nick Rekieta, talent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There
Please
he is.
never do that. But no, we're all hoping that the actual user experience gets better, and that I'm fucking hoping that the creator experience gets a little better, because I would love to just go on StreamYard and rather than doing like a pre-setup on Rumble, just like I do on YouTube, just click the YouTube button, the Rumble button, hit go, and it would create and generate everything automatically.
Yep.
That seems really like that should be happening, and that's what I'm hoping, that they generate that API and stuff like that. But those are the things I'm investing. I'm investing some of my, I guess, capital on YouTube into Rumble, hoping that those changes come.
Yeah, the browser portion of Rumble's come a long way. Like since
really
I was doing it, because I've been on Rumble for like 4 months now, and at first it was like unwatchable, and now it's almost there, especially with chat and shit. But
Chat's getting better.
The Android version has almost not changed since then at all.
They added chat to the Android version finally.
Thank God.
Which is nice, because like you didn't have the chat available on the app. Like,
yeah.
Okay, anyway,
now the thing is, so the way you can tell it's come a long way is when I first was on Rumble, like the first couple of months, maybe first 2 months, I would release a video and it would get like 1 view, and then my streams would get more, of course.
Yeah.
And then they created the sidebar and the feed, and now every one of my videos get like 800 to 1,000 views, and my streams get way more now too. So it's like if people can actually see that shit's there, because otherwise, back with the Rumble a few months ago, you didn't even know when your creators put shit out unless you went manually to their profile and tried to find all their content.
Yep.
So it's coming a long way, but the Android version, I just don't use it. Like no, please no.
Emorsk says, speaking of Irish, a lot of mass graves in northeastern United States, Pennsylvania and New York mainly, along old railways and canals, but we don't talk about that in history. That would break the narrative. Why? Because they're full of black people?
Are you saying you don't like black people?
I'm saying I don't like the Irish.
Well, that's the same thing.
Dick, how Irish are you?
Irish am I? I'm Mexican.
It's like 75%.
You're like
Pretty
100% Mexican?
And 101%. I'm 51% Mexican.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I don't like to. I don't like to work.
What are the other 49% though?
Like white. I know white people like to give this like in-depth history of every white country that they're from. Like, well, I'm German and English and a little bit French and Scandinavian. In Russian. I imagine it's somewhere in the middle of that.
Okay. So you're not particularly
from
Irish.
Nebraska.
Wait,
The
what?
white is from Nebraska. The other half of me is Nebraskan white. So.
Yeah, well, the 49%, because since men have a penis, they get an extra 1%.
You got it.
Stomper 2 says, "Oi, Nick, could you teach my fag my shit?"
You know what, you guys? I drank a lot.
Man.
I really did pregame, and I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Uh-oh.
I love
All right.
you though. I'm so sorry. Peace.
Oh,
So nice to meet you, Dick. Nice to meet you,
You too,
Camelot.
Danny.
Catch you later, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
The joke
Why
is
you
you
said
said
the F slur.
I got to find out the
It's-
real story.
It's not from that. It's not from that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Can you teach my Oh, Danny's like, I'm leaving.
Can you teach my fig brother how to sip whiskey? He wants his balls to drop. Thanks, lol. Okay, I mean, I've done this a million times. It's a 4-part process to get started, because if you don't like whiskey, or if you think it's too harsh or whatever, you have to like get your body ready for it until you're a pro, like Jeff. Jeff can just wake up with a whiskey like beer bong going into his mouth. But the rest of humanity has to start simply. So you take your whiskey, you take a sip or take a sniff, sorry. You get your nose in there all the way, take a sniff and smell it. Because that's going to get your nose, like it's going to burn off all the nerve endings in your nose. It's going to keep you from dying from that. And then you take a slow sip. I'll explain the next 3 steps because I can't do them all. Like I can't talk while doing them. You take a small sip, let it sit on your tongue. Let it fall down.
Let me help you.
Let it fall down around the sides of your tongue. Let it kind of coat the inside of your mouth because different parts of your mouth will experience the whiskey differently. When you're ready, swallow with purpose like a good porn star. And then let that feel that.
Wait, I didn't get
any
in my eye. I have to do that all over again.
And then just take a moment and then breathe out slowly through your mouth. And then each one of those 4 steps is a different experience. And some asshole slaved away for like 10 to 15 years to make that 4-part experience happen all in order. That's good because you get to appreciate the liquor, but it's really good because it gets all of your senses ready for what's about to happen. If you just pick up a glass of whiskey and start chugging and you're not used to it, it's going to taste like fire and asshole. That's it.
When do you come in this instruction booklet?
At
right
each
now.
Stage. At each stage of it. All 4 stages of it.
Nose in. I don't know.
And if you wanted to take an extra level of introduction, just put a nice big ice cube in the whiskey and let it get cold. That'll also take some of the edge off of it.
Do you like those big ice cubes?
Yeah.
I hate them because they slide up the glass and they hit me in my nose and my teeth.
Yeah.
I really fucking hate them.
Now you know how women feel.
It's not cold. It's warm and funky.
It's cold if you do it in the snow.
It's soft, kind of. Like, the ice is hard. It's coarse.
It's cold if you pregame and give it to her as a present from the freezer.
There you go.
Just put that in her drink like a roofie. It's fine. Let's see. Holy shit.
Nick Ricada advocates date rape. Roofies.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Tonight.
That was the first joke that got me. That was the first joke I told that got me in trouble in high school. Like
A date rape joke?
Yeah, I got in trouble plenty of times, but I actually got thrown out of class and sent to in-school suspension for a date rape joke.
Oops.
Oh Jesus! Did I tell you the story about the kid here that got suspended for telling a joke in front of his class?
No, it's Australia, so I imagine it was like a dad joke.
No, look, the joke itself was pretty good, but so completely male school, all male students, all male teachers. It was because one of the kids went home and told the joke to the dad in front of their mum. Mum calls up, the kid gets suspended.
Oh my God, every fucking time.
I know.
What was the joke?
So the joke was, how do you tell if a woman's hungry or horny? Depends where she puts the cucumber.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's
Nice.
fine.
It's not a bad joke.
But it's
good for a
not that
schoolboy
bad
joke.
of a joke either.
No,
Like,
it's not. It was completely
there's way more
pathetic.
offensive jokes than that.
Well, see, and I got an. What happened to America or Australia, is the case maybe? I got an A in my honors English writing project because we had to write a Christmas story, and I thought the elves needed an uprising, so they went full Marxist. They started manufacturing weapons. They went in and murdered Santa and Mrs. Claus and had a big revolt and took over. And I got an A. Now I would be suspended or expelled for writing that story.
And recommended the therapy.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, my date rape joke was simple. It was also an incest joke, so I guess it makes it a little bit better. We had these. We were working with lead filings in chemistry class, right? And so the teacher's like, "Okay, you're working with actual lead, so make sure you wash your hands really well before you go eat, because if you get any lead filings on your hands or whatever, you could get lead in your system. It's not good for you. You want to wash your hands." And so my friend Dan, he raises his hand. He says, "Can I take some of that home and put it in my sister's drink?" And I said, "No, Dan, that would be date rape." And he laughed like crazy. And so did like 4 of my friends. And then everybody else in the room, their jaws were like they were aghast. They had no idea what to do with the fact that there was a date rape incest joke that just happened in their chemistry class. And the teacher looked at me. What the hell is that? Oh, there we go. There was a lot of static for a second. That was strange. The teacher looked at me, and the best part was I know that she was laughing on the inside because she said, I just can't let you stay in class after that joke. I can't do it. You have to leave and go to suspension. And then Dan raised, he said, can I go too? She's like, yeah, get out of here. Just go. So we both went to in-school suspension and got in trouble for that joke. It was, I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad, but
well, it's not date rape though.
Nick.
No, I know. It wasn't a well-constructed joke. It was just literally putting something in a drink.
We got to get this guy into joke class. He's showing promise, but he doesn't know what rape is. Let's get him in here.
Well, wait a minute. No, it is a date rape joke. It's a date rape, incest, necrophilia joke, Dick. Come on, get with the times.
So you're going to lead the drink, and then they're going to die, and you're going to rape them.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow. All right.
It's got layers.
Yeah. See, mine's not as good. I was I think 13, and I was walking like from like lunch or something. We had this history teacher. Of course, he was like a football coach, so he was the history teacher because that's how it worked in Alabama. And now this is kind of related, but not. But he had a stroke like recently, and like half of his face was paralyzed, and which made him it made him intimidating because like he was a lumbering man, and he was also like kind of scary looking. And I was like 13, and I was walking beside this guy that wasn't even really one of my friends, but his name was Nick or something, I can't remember. And I was like, "Hey, man!" Like
his name was Nick Rakita, but I don't remember.
Coincidentally enough,
he was a real loser.
Yeah,
this little tiny skinny kid that everybody made fun of.
It was a tiny skinny kid. You're right.
I know.
So I was walking up, and I was like, "Hey, Nick," and he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Do you have a spoon?" And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "So you could eat my ass." And like immediately, Coach Watkins puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, "What the hell is wrong with you, boy?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And like I turned around, and of course, he's like half face looking at me, and it's scary. And so I got in trouble for that. And then literally like 2 days later, another guy in my class got in trouble, and he was like a class clown dude, and he got mad, and he stood up, and he called Mr. Watkins a donkey-faced fucker or something. And like everybody gasped and shit because he had the thing. And yeah, he got expelled. Never saw him again. So
nice.
Wow. No, it's good. I'm just happy to hear a story about a teacher having a stroke that didn't end in a trial for once.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I was hoping that Coach was going to say the only one eating ass here is me.
That's what I would have said.
Go to the locker room.
Yeah, but no, he was real serious.
I actually was informed. I missed reading the rest of that first Rumble rant from Daramuth. Have you seen the tweets by Rumble today? Looks like they're improving little by little. Also, Dani is looking nice, though a bit dressy for a DGen stream. And Vices, Gojira.
Yeah, hey, I got my Godzilla stuff over there.
You talking about the dogs?
No, Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
I've got the Godzilla road sign. It's an actual legit road sign I got from Japan, and then that's an original 1954 Raymond Burr Godzilla movie poster.
So speaking of Japan, and also I know Dick will love this. I watched the right-wing fantasy movie last night. It's a Charles Bronson movie called Chunkieta, Forbidden Subjects. Have you seen this?
Old movie, yeah,
old movie,
awesome. Good stuff.
Dick, have you seen this?
No, Chunkieta.
Yeah, Charles Bronson is a cop, and he runs around like just hating child molesters as hard as possible. Nope, but there's Japanese coming to LA, and he has this great like rant where he drives up to a Japanese guy gropes his daughter on a bus, right? Yeah. Like she's just standing there.
LA.
Yeah, and he just shoves his hand right up her skirt because she's like 15 or whatever. So he immediately hates all Japanese people, as one should. And then he drives up to some gala where all these like Japanese businessmen and their wives are in kimonos or whatever are getting out of their cars. He's like, "You're flooding our country. I fucking hate you. Go back across the ocean, you bastards." And he starts saying a bunch of great Asian racial slurs. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was like the inspiration for Falling Down.
It was, yeah.
This guy has a really bad day.
And like but he's a cop who investigates this child prostitution ring, right? Run by this guy named the Duke. Not to be confused with the Duke from Boondock Saints, very different Dukes. The Duke here was a Mexican, well, Latino of some brand, gentleman.
John
yeah, of course, with like a greasy ponytail because it's the 80s. And
wait a minute.
He abducts one the Japanese groper's daughter. And then they rape her a whole bunch and then turn her into a child prostitute.
Okay.
And so Charles Bronson's like internal moral conflict is he has to go save an Asian baby and he now hates Asians.
The 70s is so cool.
Which is so fucking funny.
I love the 70s.
But he takes that guy before that guy abducts the Japanese girl, and he just like kind of made a pass at Bronson's daughter. And so Bronson like sneaks up on him and is waiting in his car, and he makes him eat. The guy tries to bribe Bronson with like a $25,000 watch in 1978 from Tiffany's, and he makes him eat the fucking watch and swallow it at gunpoint. And then he lights his Cadillac on fire, which was just it's like, what the fuck is happening? It was an awesome movie.
Like there's like we're like ready for a resurgence of this type of movie.
Yeah,
right.
No,
like Tim Pool is Charles Bronson in. You will not touch my daughter. I'm gonna make you eat my guitar. I'm gonna open up, you dirtbag. Open up, you dirtbag. Here it comes. Here it comes. Swallow.
Oh, holy shit!
Look at this raid from the Pipkin.
We just got raided by Pipkin. What's up, you fucking pink rabbit? How you doing? How you doing, girl? Welcome.
I can't watch Pipkin, but I love Pipkin.
and Pipkin's viewers are spamming Baldo hate in the chat.
Oh my
which they
God.
should. Hey, Pipkin, get wrecked. Get into every Baldo video. I'm going to call the Baldo CEO, and I'm going to demand that he puts more clips of you in every video that they produce.
Make them all pink. Look at there. There's one right there.
Yeah. We're gonna get a pink bunny-eared Baldo before I die on this earth.
And it's gonna have a button on it, Nick, that just screams like it's on heroin for like 10
Hey,
minutes.
the Baldo 2.0 is out.
The Vibraldo.
Yes, the Vibraldo.
I keep getting emails.
Dick, can I interest you in a vibrating Baldo?
Yeah, send it.
Done.
Wait,
I will say.
Wait, Nick, have you not filled your balls with saline yet?
I have not done that.
Bro. See, you're fronting like you're like Mr. Ball Guy and Mr. Baldo guy, but
Ball
I
guy.
have. Nah, you're Mr.
can't
Ball
fill
Guy.
your-
Everybody on the internet knows you as Mr. Balls Guy, but I have inflated my nutsack with saline to the size of a 2-liter bottle, and you have not done that.
No,
so
I would
when are
never
you going to do that?
I'm not shoving a needle in my balls. What kind of fucking weirdo do you take me for?
When is Lady Rackets going to shove a needle in your balls to inflate? She would love it. Women love it. Women love it. She would love it. All women, you're gonna feel more powerful. It's like a toupee for your nuts. Tell me that you don't want to have hair on your nuts.
And
I don't want to.
Wait,
Wait,
it's
what?
like the episode of South Park.
Oh, it's like a
Some
toupee.
of us work very hard to get rid of the hair on our nuts. Thank you.
Can we stop being 5 adult men talking about balls?
Hold on.
No, wrong. That guy, wrong.
I just don't want hangovers anymore, Dick, please.
I'm already old enough to sit on my own testicles. I don't need to sit on a fucking
I'm older
basketball.
than you fucking dick.
I know.
You have to do it. You have to try it. Promise me you'll try it.
Promise him.
It's a tentative promise.
Promise him.
I have to get consent for this.
Legally
promise.
binding.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll even do
Promise.
it. I'll do it for you, Nick. I'll put the needle in.
The thing I heard about is that it's the hangover eliminator though, right?
Yeah.
You can't get a hangover while you have it.
No, you can't. And nothing bad can happen to you.
You're immune to everything. Can't get arrested.
Can't get shot. It bounced right off you.
Could you imagine the pat down
Right
search?
off.
Like Look, we've got an investigatory stop here. I need to pat you down and check for weapons. And oh my God.
Gay. That's what you do. And then you're out. Whoa, what's this? Gay.
Holy shit. What a disaster. No, I've not saline inflated my balls. That sounds
I'll send you a kit.
Horrible.
I'll send you a kit.
They sell kits?
They sell them on Amazon, yeah.
I sell a kit.
What?
Yeah.
You sell a kit.
Yeah.
Dick sells them on Amazon.
Well, speaking of kits, we should mention this. If people want to see inflated balls, they should go to Philly, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Are
yeah.
there
Go to
tickets left?
Go to live.dick.show and then suck on the sold out that's on that page because there's no more tickets. Sorry.
There's no. They sold out.
Yeah, email me if you want tickets. Maybe we'll have some kind of like punishment thing for tickets remaining. But yeah, it's sold out. Sorry.
Look, if you want to go and you can't get tickets, just show up anyway. And maybe you don't go to the show. I mean, what's the show? The show's gonna have like Carl there, and that guy like he decreases the funny factor by at least 55% just by his presence. I'm just kidding. I love you, Carl. I'm joking. But there's still a lot of fun shit that goes on around these events, right? Like, because it's Saturday's the event, but there'll probably be people getting together Friday, Saturday before the event, Saturday after the event, and probably Sunday morning as well. It's a good opportunity to go hang out and have fun if you're in the area or if you have the ability to get to Philly.
Sometimes we can't even afford security. So if you just come and push your way inside, it's like, well, I didn't buy enough security for this.
Do you know how many people came up to me and they're at the Vegas show and they're like, no one checked my ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's sneaking into this event? Like no one's like clamoring at the gate to get into the Rekieta Law Vegas show in a hotel. Like,
I gotta see this. I gotta see it. I don't want to pay the $20.
We'll split the price of the ticket. And you run around to the emergency exit. Open the door.
Like, no one checked my tickets. I'm like, I know. I didn't.
What the fuck? What is this?
Snake.
Oh, you naked snaked it already?
Oh, yeah, dude. What's up? We hit the goal. I've been counting, dude.
What's wrong with you?
Just let him do those noises for like 3 minutes. That's awesome.
That's what I do. That's what me and Cecil on the Camelcast the other day. We were both just flexing for like 10 minutes.
I heard that was exceptionally homoerotic.
Dude, he brought in the viewers. I was surprised.
Oh, people love watching Cecil.
Yeah, dude. And he looks great. He's like, I'm self-conscious, man. And I'm like, just take your shirt off. And he took it and he looked great. I'm like, why are you self-conscious?
He's pretty big.
Yeah.
So in honor of you being naked, I'm going to show you how I've developed a diet regimen and an exercise routine.
My God.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's right. These little fucking Walmart donuts that are tiny. I don't even know what to do. I saw them. I was like, these are so exciting. Look at these little fucking.
Look at him.
Are you fucking serious? You have like a C's candy display of
These little
donuts?
donuts. I love them.
So weird.
This is Nick.
No, dude, you don't understand. There are no good donuts in Minnesota. They don't exist. Like the best donuts that you get literally come from grocery stores.
It's Minnesota. That makes sense.
They don't have a donut shop that you go to, which I know in LA that's weird for you, but you have to understand what middle America, what flyover country really means.
Dude.
I don't have to understand shit. All I have to understand is LA. Diddy Mao, Diddy Now, donut shops. That's all I have to say. Pink box.
Yeah, dude. There's
that's
one.
maple syrup on there. That's good.
There's one,
now, VC.
There's one right beside my house, and they have like you can go there and get ones that fresh came out, and they're like popping hot, and it's almost like they're made of air. They're amazing.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing beats a fresh donut.
Yeah, man.
Crumble cookies.
Oh Snap, it's Dave says tornadoes are fun until you have to go out in the field train and an F3 takes your multiple launch rocket system and checks it like a 2-year-old throwing a fit. Gotta love FT. Still Oklahoma in May. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, see, I just stay in the shelter, man. I don't go play in the tornado. I don't know why you do that.
See, they were less scared in Iraq than the.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know you can like not go towards the tornado, right? But you
No,
could
they had a
definitely
big
avoid Iraq.
rocket launcher system that they were field training on when the tornado came. You
Why
can't
don't
just
you
leave that.
why
Like
don't
we
they just
only
shoot
leave
it
that
from-
shit in Afghanistan. We don't leave it in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Taliban. What? Big ups to my boys. Fuck America. Taliban. America's a bunch of godless homosexuals.
Yes.
Did you see that news yesterday? How now Al Qaeda has like the second largest supply of Humvees in the world because we
Fuck
left.
yeah.
Shocking.
We
Shocking.
deserve it. I mean, they deserve it.
Could you imagine, Jeff? Could you imagine if somebody left their brand new 2021 Dodge 2500 6.7 Cummins on my lawn, and then I just kept it. It was
You'd
just
be
mine.
posting it.
That's what happened, except with
Yeah.
like billions and billions of dollars worth of military equipment.
The rationale at the time was, well, it's the desert, it's harsh conditions, they won't last very long anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you send him in the first place?
Shit.
What the hell?
Shit.
Frederick Little says, rest in peace to Lance Reddick. He was a great actor,
Rest in
known for his roles in The Wire, John Wick, and more.
Yep. Just watched.
A very, very talented actor who will be surely missed. Wait,
Yep. I was just watching John Wick right before I got on this, and it
Wait,
so
made-
John Wick 4 is about to come out, right?
Who
it's
died?
already out.
It's
believe.
out?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You cannot be a good side character who's alive at the end of a popular but maybe fading franchise.
You know, they just, what was that one movie where they just used, I think it might have been Hunger Games, where they just used CGI for that one guy that committed suicide years ago. They just
Yeah.
CGI'd his ass into the movie. What is
But
his
it-
name? Fuck, what's that
Heath
guy?
Ledger, I think was
No,
his
not
name.
Heath Ledger, you goofy stick. No, it's smaller and way less attractive. He was in Twister as the guy that was like, whoa.
Oh, Bill Paxton.
Bill
Yeah.
Paxton. Yeah.
No, the little dude, like that's kind of fat.
There's
And Bill
another
Paxton's
guy
like
in
in-
Twister who's dead.
Bill Paxton, is he dead or is he just still like in a
Bill
coma?
Paxton's dead.
No, I think he just faded into obscurity.
Seymour Hoffman, is that it? Philip Seymour Hoffman. There you go.
Oh, well, he just heroined out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour
Not Bill
Hoffman.
Paxton. Bill Paxton's goated though, by the way. I love that.
He's dead as fuck, isn't
Man.
he?
He's super dead.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
I can still love
He-
the dead, Nick.
Have you seen the
Left-
preview for Supercell, the Twister like reboot starring Alec
no.
Baldwin
Oh no.
as
Oh,
like
wow.
a
Dude, I
character?
can't-
It looks- God, it looks bad.
When you watch Twister, like they do such a good job with like avoiding like early CG. I mean, there's still some shit, but they do a great job. You know that bullshit, that new one's gonna be like the most goofiest CG tornado coming at them. I can't take that shit seriously. When I was younger and watched Twister, I thought that shit was real. Same with Jurassic Park. They combined prosthetics with CG.
Yeah.
I thought the T-Rex was real when I was like 9. I was like, holy shit, where'd they get that sumbitch? You know, like
You thought that was real?
You were a retarded 9-year-old?
yeah, well, I was probably
Did that
younger than
conflict
9.
with your Christian upbringing? You're like, what the fuck is
I
that?
was probably
They're
younger
not.
than
It
9.
wasn't 6,000 years ago. It's right now. Oh shit!
Satan scattering bones on the beaches to confuse the Christians.
It was
Yeah.
real to me, damn it. Yours
They-
fair.
They didn't exist, but now they do.
I thought
God's
they
extra
extra
offended.
dinosaur, like they cloned his ass, and he's like screaming at him.
Yeah, practical effects. We need to bring back practical effects in movies.
They hold up so
Yeah.
much better than CG does.
That's why
Yeah.
when you watch Lord of the Rings, like, dude, all the orcs are just straight up dudes in like
Yeah.
freaking mask and shit. And they look
And
great.
all the forced perspectives they did. for the
Yeah,
high
but then you
definition
watch The
stuff.
Hobbit, and it's like the
sucks.
freaking main dude's this white face CG dumb looking dude that looks stupid the whole movie, and I'm like, this is
I
awful.
disavow anyone in whiteface immediately. No, the like it's like Starship Troopers, right? Starship Troopers 1996
Yeah.
still looks fucking great.
Yeah,
Like
the bugs are terrifying.
and the
brain
ships,
one?
the ships were actual models. They were big
Yeah.
models, and they stop motion, like the ship breaking in half and shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then he
Go
touched
back
it-
to
he touched the
2001: A
moon.
Space Odyssey. That's 69. And
That now, look, I have a very unpopular opinion about that movie. I think the pacing is just weird.
oh, it's boring as
Dude,
fuck, but the effects are
60s
great.
So
pacing,
long.
yeah.
It's just so long, like in some parts, and it's like it's gonna play like a 7-minute like atmospheric tune as like one character walks for 7 minutes in a direction.
Like-
I'm like, I can't do this.
Like
like,
that fucking Interstellar. That sucked.
listen,
I haven't
here,
watched that
you
yet.
bitch. Interstellar's
You're
fantastic.
not missing much.
Yeah,
one of my
Interstellar's
favorite
awesome.
movies.
How
God,
fucking
dude.
dare you?
You know how many women I brought over from Tinder and I drank tequila and we watched Interstellar and I cried right next to him, but I didn't let him see
God, what? God, I hate you. Stop it.
Oh, he's
Don't-
pushing the book towards her.
Stop
Oh,
fucking crying.
that scene, Nick, when he's watching his kids age in front of him, and then the
No,
daughter comes.
No. You know what? I hate you. Here's why. because you have like these giant man titties. So whatever weird chick who has an inflation fetish is already into you. So you can cry in front of her and like ruin life for all of these other guys who, when they cry in front of a woman, they just get up and they're like, oh shit. They're like Dani. They're like, oh, well, I really drank a lot earlier. I got to go right now. No. And that's what happens to most guys when they cry. But you're like this weird, like balloon animal that is already in existence. And women are like, oh my God, I just want to feel those fucking circus tits on this guy.
There's
they don't.
It's a difference.
Synthol is the answer.
I sit here, I look straight on, and it's a strong. I don't sob. It's like in Coco when you remember me. I'm gonna play this for your grandma. Your father, he played it, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like, wipe it away.
Like that Indian garbage commercial, like that from the 70s.
Oh, you mean the Italian actor who pretended to be an Indian?
Yeah, that guy.
You're just the environment, bro.
Is that what you're referencing with that?
That was Coco. It's a Disney or it's Pixar film.
No, I remember that shitty Coco movie. Yeah, no. Aussie, how many women have you cried in front of on average?
I have a penis. What are you asking me that for?
I'm just curious. How many women have you ever cried in front of?
That's no woman. That's his wife.
Yeah, basically.
Awesome.
I mean, look, aside from one particular stream where I was talking about some very heavy stuff where there were kids involved.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And to be fair, I shut the camera off, but I finished that goddamn stream. So
I don't think there were any women watching because it was YouTube anyway. There are no women on the internet, so that's not real.
True. Yeah, the demographic's really weird. I think one stoic tear gets women a little juicy, but if you sob, it's over. I don't sob, dude.
You have to cry.
Okay.
You have to let that one tear go like during Joy Luck Club or something.
No, you gotta sob and then cross over and just like destroy your house. Like, oh my God, I'm so emotional. Start flinging your fucking, go outside, turn your car on, drive it into the garage, start trashing all your stuff.
It's at the end of the room where Tommy was always like, oh,
yeah,
drag your children around the house like Harambe.
I just need to hear you say that you're a fucking idiot. Can you do that for me?
Let's see.
To the camera. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Why are you apologizing? Never apologize. I know you're not on the never apologize train, but you're on my show, so don't apologize. You can't apologize here. I'll be.
No, I always apologize no matter what. Hey, Dick, did you know that when you said sorry about that? I'm sorry. Well, yeah, but it's just like retarded people and women. I said, I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for
I've already atoned for this. Aren't you a Christian?
Oh, look, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. Let's face it. So sorry is something that comes naturally to some people.
I drive around and say it to their face, but I only have a half a tank of gas.
True. And the back of your trunk is full of lawn equipment. Nexus says, as a
oh yeah, Mexican, yeah. Dude,
only 51% of the truck.
I saw a Mexican on Mexican hate crime happen across the street from me.
That's just a crime. That's not a hate crime.
No, it is.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Look, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? So these guys were like parked out there with their jalopy or their Toyota, but
El
with
Camino.
all the letters scratched off.
Oh, yeah.
And these other Mexicans drove up in COVID bandanas, and they legit stole the weed whacker like out of these other Mexicans' cars. And then the other Mexicans came out and they're like, "Que pues? What?" So I get a knock on the door of this white lady. And she's like, her name's like Miranda. She's like, well, I'm a fucking Mexican gardeners say that someone stole all of their yard tending material. And I think can you check your cameras? Because I'm like the camera guy in the neighborhood because I got all the stalkers and stuff.
What she really meant was, can you check your garage to see if you stole it? Can you check your garage?
Hold on.
Can you check your garage to see if any Mexicans stole it and put it in your garage? I'm like, nah, I fucking respect that, but no. And then sure enough, they drove up in like a white Sentra, of course. They were driving a white, and they sneaked out like Mexican fucking gremlins and grabbed lawn tending things like rakes and shit and shoved them in their car and then took off over like
Did they fit in the car? Did they have to like roll down the window so the rakes were like sticking out the side?
Yes, they had to roll down the windows and the trunk didn't shut, and they just left it. I'm like, this is so funny, and no one would have seen it except I have all these cameras out.
See, but they're imposter Mexicans. The real Mexicans would have thrown it in the back of the El Camino and been just fine.
Oh, you racist son of a bitch.
And then like bounce down the street as they drove away. You know?
You fucking racist white. Where are you from, LegalVices? Where do you live?
I live in Korea, but I'm from Utah, so we have lots of Mexicans there.
You live
at least
in
during
Korea?
harvest time. Yeah.
So you have like Filipinos, which are like worse Mexicans.
Okay. Hope you're not looking for an argument on that.
You're sea Mexicans.
I'm just saying Filipinos are basically like Chinese Mexicans.
No, I learned this from your
but more
from your
Catholic.
Facebook group that they're just sea Mexicans.
Yeah.
That's what Filipinos are.
Did you say
Apparently.
like Wakanda too?
Yeah, but like it's like a bunch of Mexicans learned how to swim. Well, no, they swim pretty well actually. If you watch The Border. But no, they applied that swimming skill and just swam across the ocean and found the Philippines and populated it. That's what happened. Pretty much.
Could you believe that Wakanda 2 stuff? Like the water Mexicans were fighting black people. Who were you? Who were you rooting for? Because when the fucking water Mexicans showed up, I was like, oh, vato, fucking La Raza, como vas? Yeah, fuck you, fuck Wakanda, orale, fuck Wakanda. But then they lost anyway. That was fucked.
Oh, what? Sorry, I was distracted by locals there for a minute. What?
They posted
I don't
nudes
know.
again.
Yeah.
They're posting nudes and locals.
That never happens. Oh no, that's not a nude. That's
what I was distracted about a minute ago.
No, don't worry about it.
What is it? Everyone's all freaked out now. What is it in there?
No, it's just a GIF that someone posted. Some internet GIF. I'll show it. Well, maybe not.
Maybe I'm
Is
wrong.
it something from Chud Buds?
My nudes.
No, I didn't watch I didn't watch Black Panther 2.
Why? Are you racist?
No, I just don't.
Who are you racist against more, Mexicans or black people?
Black.
Yes.
African American.
All of them. Anyone who's not the purest Asian, I don't want to see on camera.
I just hate everyone equally. It makes things so much easier.
It does.
Yeah. Except white people.
I hate them too.
Oh no, we're a bunch of bastards too.
No, I lost interest after the whatchamacallit, the Endgame, Avengers Endgame or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm like done unless you have something interesting, and nothing else has been interesting since then.
You're
so
right.
it's not like I actively hate Marvel. I don't care. I think they generally put out a decent enough product. I liked Black Panther 1 just fine, but I wasn't interested in Black Panther 2. And when I saw that they put black people on water, I was like, that seems unfair.
Yeah, it does.
So
How did they win? I don't even understand. Like, couldn't you just push them off the boat?
it's like Haley Berry or whatever, the Little Mermaid girl. It's like they had to film it. It had to all be CG because she couldn't swim. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. They did, Nick. They did so much shoplifting. They rewound time, like Superman. All the black people from Wakanda got together and they shoplifted so much that time went backwards.
That's what happened. They must have put Walgreens up in Wakanda finally.
Yeah, they
finally had somewhere to steal from.
Yeah. That's what happened. They
implemented one of those city bike programs too.
They opened a Vallarta in Wakanda, and it was like a singularity of racism.
I feel like there's a chicken and waffles joke in there too, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Are ya?
You can't now.
Are you going to leave it alone?
Yes.
Are ya?
Mainly because I don't 100%. I haven't 100% formed it. If I remember, if I can think of one, I'll tell it later.
Sounds good. Nexus says, as a potato jogger myself, I wish a happy Toad Be Gone day. Also, tell Masterson I said, quote, how are the tire tracks on the road from Dispatch's Dodge Charger? End quote. Also, lore, Dick is not as funny as he thinks he is. Hashtag free Blobby.
damn.
Who's Blobby?
Oh, it's this blobbing, flashing GIF in that this guy like insists on posting. in my locals chat, and I was like, hey, can you just wait until like locals has a proper block function so that the few people with epilepsy like don't have a shitty time from it?
Is it Ralph's stomach?
No, it's not that
Ralph's
blobby.
Stomach.
It's not that one.
Yeah.
That one I probably wouldn't have a problem with. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's it's a blobby.
Funny. Ralph's stomach's going around is funny.
It's fucking hilarious. Make no mistake. It's not that it's not funny. No, there's some people in my chat who genuinely have epilepsy, and it's like I just want them to have an option to block that out.
Yeah.
And so like if you could just wait to post them until that option like manifests, that'd be great. So that's all.
Wow.
But what's up with the how are the tire tracks on the road from Dispatch's Dodge Charger?
So this guy,
I mean, I know
like
who Dispatch is kind of.
When the LA riots started, and they were like like when the George Floyd riot started, there was a knock at my door in the middle of that, and went out and answered it, and this guy just started like spurging out and going like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, like fuck you," and then he ran away, and I think I was like, all right, that's a bit odd. I think that was Dispatch. That was a guy in Dispatch. I don't mean to slag him off. Like, I think it's cool that you're fucking going in real life and trying to bother somebody, but I don't know how the time. And then he zoomed up the street and like zoomed by in his Charger, which is like a white N-word car.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a deep cut, man.
That's good.
I don't know how the tire tracks are. They're probably immortal, just like you.
The Bob that God made mad says, fun fact, the first copyright battle was when an Irish priest copied a Welsh priest's book. It was taken to an Irish king who ruled in favor of the Welshman. Dissatisfied with the ruling, the Irishman clan went to war over it. Fantastic. Matthew Spriggs, I love how I started my lab network up after not using it for a month, and now I'm spending all night rebuilding the routers and switches from the firmware up, and I don't drink booze either to dull the pain. There's always time to start. There's always time to start. Dragna says, if a couple from Maine get married and moves to New Hampshire, are they still considered brother and sister? Yes. Good Hunter, public schools are the kings of nonsense. I defended myself in middle school from some guy with daddy issues who wanted to pick a fight. We barely fought. Teacher got involved quick, but I got detention regardless. Oh, yeah, they do that zero tolerance for violence thing. And so if you get in, if someone gets in a fight with you, you get in trouble automatically. They're just like, oh, we can't have any fighting in here. So everybody has to get suspended, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it's such bullshit.
But that's how they do. That's how they do. Real Hydro PX says, can we get more Lady R pics on locals? I miss looking at that arse. I mean, I guess if she wants to post them.
Very aggressive.
It's up to her.
You don't want to ask. You want to demand it. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
pick up artistry 101. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good. Mr. Mustachio. This one will have to wait for Dick because this one's for him. Romo Drummer says, hey, Cammy, John Wick 4 comes out on March 24th, 2023. Get wrecked.
Hell yeah, dude. That's only 6 days away. So
wait, you guys told me it was already out.
I thought it was. I'm watching through all of them, and I just always see the fourth one on there. So I'm like, oh, I'll just watch it when I get to it. And I have 6 days left, and I have a packed 6 days, so I don't have to worry about it.
Damn.
Got freaking Camel Cast. I had Donut Operator on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, I didn't watch it. It was awesome that you had him on, but it's on my list of things to do. I just haven't had 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah, it was a fun stream. And then Saturday I have Disparu on. And Mondays should be Critical Drinker. Should be. And then I think Wednesday might be Legal Mindset. Shit, I scheduled these such a long time ago.
Damn.
So,
it's fucking great roundup you got, man, or lineup you got.
I'm
awesome.
surprised people answer the DM.
Yeah.
That's what I've said. So like the hardest part of scheduling people on these shows, which is surprising, is just getting in contact.
Yep.
But like once you get in contact with people, they're usually like, yeah, I'll come on your show. It's cool. Like I go on all kinds of shows whenever people ask, as long as I can fit them into my schedule, I'm happy to do so. But it's but you're always like amazed when someone else actually do. They're like, oh, they did. Okay, well, very cool. Let's see. Dark Fox 2000 says, hello, may I get a toast to me being awesome? I'm down 30 pounds. Hell yeah, brother. To Dark Fox, dropping 30 pounds. Very good, my friend. Cheers. Keep it going. If you can lose 30, I can always assume you lose some more. So go get it. Hit your goals, man. Be encouraged. 30 pounds is fucking great. And wherever you end up, you'll be at the right place. Cheers, man.
Good job. Losing weight. It's such a rare thing nowadays because 70% of at least this country, the US that we're streaming from, 70% is overweight. That's men and women. I was at this place today getting some sliders for the first time in forever because I've been dieting, but I just really needed some sliders, man. And I looked around, and there were, out of the 100 people in the restaurant, 5 of them were not overweight, and everyone else was overweight. And
I love my vacation to the States because I'm thin.
Yeah, dude, and it's a very,
thin when I go to the States.
This is a very recent thing, by the way. It's last 10 years. It was only 35% 10 years ago, and now it's 70. The fuck happened,
dude? It's fucking insane. Someone posted a picture, and I was trying my damnedest to just disbelieve it. I'm like, no, this is just situational. But it was a picture of a beach in 1970 something.
I saw
and
this.
Then the picture of the beach now, and it's like, no, I've been to a beach. That's true. These people are just fucking huge everywhere.
Got like harpoon
you go.
Scars in their rib cage.
Yeah, it's when you
keep trying to push them back in the water.
Yeah, Jeff, dude, I went to the beach 6-7 months ago, and I was on the beach. I was in my American flag bloomers, and I had 2 girls with me, and they're both in great shape. And I'm just looking around.
How big were their tits?
They both have tiny tits.
The men or the women?
He does not like big tits.
Well, you've seen one of it. You met the one, Dick, the girl the other day, but yeah, it was another girl as well was there, and every single person on the beach was just fucking 300 pounds. Every single person.
The other girl looked like the one girl, because the one girl is super cute. I like her. She's awesome.
Yeah, it was another girl. It's a real tiny girl. Same type of the thing. The same look of a girl. I like the same kind of looking girl every time. But like,
yeah, you mentioned
we were the only people on the beach that were not grossly overweight. It was crazy.
It's like if you go to a water park, it's
oh god,
it's horrifying. It's so fucking terrible.
The original point, Nick, is somebody that in the chat that's like, dude, I lost 50 pounds, I lost 80 pounds, I lost 100 pounds, I lost 20 pounds. You're doing something that no one, it seems like, is capable of anymore. So you should be freaking super proud of yourself. Because like that's something that for some reason people don't want to do, they're not interested in it, or they just don't have the damn capability to do it anymore. And if you're able to, you are leagues above your average person, more than average, your general person. So
yeah, it's I remember when I was a teenager going to the water park and being like, all right, this is going to be awesome, right? There's going to be like a bunch of hot chicks in bikinis. It'll be cool, whatever. And then now you go to the water park and it's just, I mean, it's just massive people waddling around constantly. It's gross.
Yeah.
They're just talking to each other.
It's horrifying. Well, they talk to each other because they can't move to talk to anybody else. Oh, hey, Dick, there was a specific super chat for you. From Mr.
All right, another one.
Mr. Mustachio says, it's my birthday. Could Dick Masterson give an updated way in which men are better than women?
Oh God. Men have managed to like take over everything. Men have become women and have taken over every woman's sphere known to man. Acting, fashion, design, weightlifting, awards, doing nothing, being a fucking retard. The only thing that men have not taken over in the woman sphere is coming up with ways to do nothing, and even then they're threatening them. I'm very anti-turf now. I don't know if you know that, Nick.
You're anti-turf?
Right.
Oh, because you
fuck turfs.
Yeah, I got it.
Fuck turfs. Yeah, whatever women think. Like at first I was with them, like, oh yeah, trans women, yeah, oh yeah, fuck fuck trans women in sports. Yeah, women should be able to compete on their own. And I thought, wait a minute, who am I fighting for here? Women. Like they've fucked me over since I was for my whole life. Why am I trying to protect their sports? Fuck your sports. Fuck Title IX. Fuck everything that you guys want. Let's get some more guys in there.
Yeah, that's the thing, because that'll make women's sports actually interesting.
I can't not wait for the first transgender slap fight to happen.
I want the first transgender basketball player, like not Brittany Griner, but like an admitting trans.
You're like WNBA, yeah.
Not even trans people want to have anything to do with the WNBA.
I want LeBron James to retire to the WNBA.
I mean, Nick, for real though, are these people going to go through years and years of like psychological stuff plus getting surgery and going through hormones just to make $50,000 a year? I don't think so.
I just want them to. Like, I want them to, Camelot, because it'd be so fucking funny to watch one of these trans bitches dunk every time they get the ball
and break other girls' noses and shit.
The WNBA has a stat, and it's dunks all time. Like, could you imagine if they tried to like the guy, the autism required to figure out like Wilt Chamberlain's all-time dunks would be it'd be forever. Like they sit there with like a tally every game, like multiple times. And the women, it's like 9. It's like,
and that is the exception that proves the rule. It was like WNBA sucks. They can't even dunk. Well, this one person can.
She's got 9 of them in her 8 years of playing basketball. It's like, oh my God, just lower the hoop to 8 feet.
And
like, make it exciting, make it fun. But I've also learned, because I'm gay and I like soccer, I've learned that just because you make a sport exciting doesn't mean anyone will watch it.
Yep.
But because if soccer had score, if it was random 6 points per goal, if it was like 6 points per goal,
I'm going to prove you wrong in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Get
All right.
fucking ready.
All right.
Indoor soccer is like it's one of the most action-packed sports that's out there.
Aggressive, yeah.
It's 5 people and a goalie on each team. They have walls like hockey. It's really fast-paced, and scores often hit double digits, and no one gives a fuck.
It's like land-based water polo. That's the problem.
And it's like
indoor soccer is how I shattered my knuckle when I was like 15.
Yeah, I love indoor is super fun to play. Like you bounce in and out like a hockey player. Like you just sub whenever you want. You don't have to wait for like a timeout. There's no limits on subs. Everybody's just popping in and out all the time. It's really fast paced. It's a short game. It's like 25-minute halves or whatever. And it's high scoring because it's in this tiny little area. And they get lots of like cool street moves and trick shots and shit because it's all enclosed and no one cares. And no one watched it at all. And it's like, God, this is like the ideal American soccer, and still no one would watch it.
But it's like the city identification, isn't it? For sports, like for soccer. How did you get into it? Because I feel like all of soccer is driven on this, like, well, this is where I'm from, this is my town.
Yeah, well,
and
so
we're just like rooting for this like aggressively no matter what.
Well, I grew up in Houston, so there's no soccer there because there's black people and they don't play soccer. And so when I moved to Minnesota and it was all white, people were like, hey, we have a sport that is exclusive to us. And so they played soccer. Well, except for Mexicans, but they played soccer in Minnesota. And it was like, soccer and hockey are kind of big here. So I played soccer here. Also, I'm not great at basketball. Well, I'm not any good at all at basketball or baseball or football. So, because like I played t-ball, which was fine, but I wasn't a big fan. Baseball's boring to me.
Yeah, it's boring to everyone.
Yeah. So then I started playing soccer. I really I enjoyed it, but I do think it had a lot to do with being in Minnesota and it just being like each suburb of the Twin Cities had their own soccer team type thing. So you kind of you can get into it. The Real Hydro PX says, Nick, do you want me to jack off to Lady Rackets or just admire her pics from afar? Dude, I don't care what you do.
You just gotta use your imagination, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Jack off.
I mean, if you want
to need permission, jack off. think about the permission that you got.
It's what I said before. It's better to ask forgiveness and permission. I need alcohol. I'll be back.
Well,
Jeezy. Wait, what? You were going to say something to him?
Yeah. Oh,
When he comes back, you can awkwardly say it to him. The moment will have passed. God, I hate that, don't you?
Everything I say is awkward. It's like when you're talking to someone in the theater and suddenly it goes quiet and you're just like shouting in the theater for no reason.
Yeah.
Dude, that happened to me the other day. I was at the gym and they were playing like Don't Stop Believing, like it was playing on the gym. It was like 4 p.m. So the gym owner was still there. And it was like getting to that part where it's like, the high note, and I'm singing the shit out of it as hard as I can in the middle of like a freaking 100 people, and it's just jamming. And the gym owner hears me from afar and mutes it right when it does the high note, and it's everybody's quiet. And I'm like, ah! Like, and then he comes around laughing, and all the trainers are laughing. I'm like, God damn it! They knew I was gonna do that shit. I do it every damn day. I sing that shit. So
is this like Cheers, but a gym?
Yeah.
Like everybody knows each other. That's like
except for drinking, you're just taking steroids.
God damn it. GZF. Oh, wait, no. Mostly Gluten says release the footage. What footage?
Are they still talking about Lady Raggett?
No, I think they might be. No, you just come meet her. Like she's super hot. It's great. I like her a lot. You can just come meet her you can meet her in Philly. You can meet her in Matsuri. You can meet her in Nashville. She'll be there.
I can't wait for Matsuri. It's gonna be so
fun. No, I think the release of footage might be related to either the Mexicans, because Dick's a camera.
Oh, yeah.
Either the Mexicans or
shit.
Dispatch's car or something.
That'd be hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to find that.
One of those two.
I might have that.
GZF says Camelot's camel casts have been fantastic. Listen to every single one so far. Very entertaining. Get on it, people. No, they're great.
Thank
they're
you,
really
sir.
great.
I appreciate it. Get on it.
Especially the ones that I'm on.
Well, it's because you take your shirt off and you drink the milk of champions. So
I got the
we got to set our date, Camelot.
Yeah, dude, I agree.
I got the gauntlet thrown at me, Camelot. They said next fight milk you do has to be with Field of Greens milk.
Oh God,
that sounds disgusting.
Dude, I'm down. We'll do one, and we'll do a Nick camel cast in April sometime.
Yeah, sometime. No rush on me. Make sure you get everybody else first.
Yeah.
Next, it says Xander also infuriated a Freemason church, live streaming the whole thing. Masterson, we was Bitwave and shit. Also, Ralph's firstborn is named after Dispatch. Xander, we botted Cog and Indocred by insane cloud.
It's all Ralph. It always goes back to Ralph. Fucking everything on the internet always goes back to fucking Ralph.
I get so many messages about Ralph, and I'm like,
I know, me too. Like, Dick, hey, take this. This is Ralph's dick. Like, I don't fucking care about Ralph's penis. I don't care about it.
Why not?
I don't care that anybody else sees it.
You know what's weird, Dick? It's the fact that there's people like Ralph. There's people like DSP, Wings of Redemption. There's these guys that everyone knows. And I mean, like, even fans, viewers, everyone across the internet knows. And they make no money because they went down the rabbit hole so hard that they don't even, but they have immense value, but they're not in favor of like approaching it.
Has anybody sat through the 5-hour DSP stream the other day yet?
A bunch of it, yeah.
No, I didn't watch it. Look, it's fine. Krigler asked me, he was like, what question would you ask DSP?
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
I don't fucking know. Like, I have no idea what I would ask him because I don't plan interviews in that way. I kind of just talk to people.
It would have been masturbating for me, for sure.
Yeah. I think that's what everybody wanted the answer to. And it's like, but he was jerking off. Like,
he said he was.
You don't need him to say it. Like,
no, I would ask like how much the volume of his load. It would be stupid shit. It's a Gundam did that. He just had a crazy ass question where he's just screaming. It was hilarious. It's all fun, but I feel like people like DSP. They have
DSP and Ralph. They're internet cockroaches. Like, I've been watching DSP literally for 12 years waiting for him.
Ralph is not an internet cockroach. That's a horrible thing to say, but continue, please.
No, but the thing is, I feel like there is avenues for them to make money, and they just don't explore it. I mean, like, apparently
DSP makes at least 10 grand a month.
Shit.
He's doing fine.
Dude, I see him get like $100 in super chats and he's freaking celebrating.
he celebrates and bitches about it at the same time.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's just weird. Situation.
Here we go. So this is from Brimstone Triple D in my locals chat. He says, this is why it always goes back to Ralph. Even Chat GTP knows. So who's Nick Ricada's best friend? As an AI language model, I do not have access to information about the personal relationships of individuals unless they are publicly available. Therefore, I cannot accurately answer this question. However, Nick Ricada is a YouTuber, lawyer, and commentator who often collaborates with other online personalities, including Ethan Ralph and Dick Masterson.
That's hilarious.
See, that's been updated because when I did that on my show, it came up with Nick Ricada as no one of note, and I was going to send it to you and laugh my ass off.
No, Nick Ricada is someone of note, and he knows Ethan Ralph. That's what the Chat GPT wants you to know. I found the dispatch thing. Somebody, I mean, this is dispatch's recording. I don't know. I'm gonna try to play it. Fuck. All right. Well, no, come back to me. I'm gonna try to load it on my camera. Sorry.
Yeah. I need to burn through the rest of the YouTube chats so we can get off of YouTube because I've been embarrassingly slow about it. Jesus Davila, welcome to Lawyer. He also gifted 5 Ricada Law memberships. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. Avocado Cookie says, get John Zerka on. He would be a great guest. I have no idea who that is, but I
do. I can give you his contact. Hey, do you want to go on No Jumper? You're black, right?
What's No Jumper? Yes, but what is
like
that?
One of the biggest shows on YouTube. He's got like 5 million viewers.
What does he do? Like, what's the show? Yes, but what's the show about? I've never heard of it.
Adam 22. He's a porn star. He's like an updated version of like the McLaughlin group.
Okay.
He interviews him and his wife interview women and then fuck them.
Nice. Good job, I guess.
So if you want to fuck them, you could probably fuck them.
Give me the DM.
What? Look, I don't get pegged, but I'll do one.
It's a YouTube show. The audience is very black, so
my people. Yeah, I would love it.
It's your people. You would love it. It's in LA and Burbank. I think you'd
wait.
Like
is it an in-person one?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Yeah. 100%. Because I want an excuse to go back to LA.
Okay, so I want to be on that show with you because I had to go on with Destiny like 3 weeks ago.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking terrible.
It was Nick. It was right after your show. So I came back to LA after your show on Monday, and in Vegas, and the guy I know said, "Hey, you want to come on tomorrow?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, I got to say yes, like because you never know when the opportunity comes. So I come in and I'm like, I feel like my fucking brain has been through like a fucking press, like a cheese press. So I'm gonna sit here and argue with Destiny, who has fucking blue hair now and is bringing on some Iranian whore to sit on the 5th seat with a porn star who's like so big that he's like a biblical giant.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's have a show and joke around, whatever. But I would love to be on with you if you do go in.
Oh my god,
it's
yeah,
fun.
that'd be
it's
a fucking blast. Yeah, put me in contact. I would 100% go on that show, and then I can also come to LA, which is been on my list. And I'm like, where the fuck can I get to LA? That sounds great. Bogey 34 says, you live in a desert. Why don't you move where the food is?
Good old Sam Kinison joke about Ethiopians.
Oh yeah. Tara Rayner, happy St. Patty's. I forgot about that. I've seen that joke. I didn't even think about it. Tara Rayner, happy St. Patty's Day, all you fuckers. An Irish Scotch who likes to drink and hates to pay for it. How about that Anderson trial? Dude, the Anderson trial is insane.
It is wild.
It's a shit show.
Yeah. I wish I was watching it. I have had no time. You're like, why aren't you covering this? Get on the stream. I'm like, dude, I've been driving every day. Every day I'm driving kids around. It's been exceptionally busy. One of my kids is in a play. And so they've had like extra practices and stuff because the performances, the first one was tonight and then the next 2 are tomorrow and then they're done. But it's like leading up to the showtime, everything increases dramatically. It's just a fucking nightmare.
Schrader's mental acuity.
It's going to keep getting extended for another week, maybe 2 anyway. So
Schrader is the worst judge. He's so fucking bad. And everybody's like, I love Bruce Schrader now. He's terrible.
His mental acuity has deteriorated substantially in the last year since Rittenhouse.
Every major legal contention that there was, Every major issue, he kicked it down the line and it blew up in his face in this trial. I swear to God, every time there was something.
Well, back when Cicero and I were walking around Rome together, well, we'll deal with this problem later.
And then all the monologue he went on about the hearsay law and how he had to learn from a book this big and just, oh, fuck, mate.
And the fact that the district attorney, the elected lead prosecutor, was mouthing answers on cross to a witness, and the judge is like, well, we gotta look at this. No, you don't have to look at it. They mistrialed the first time because it's bullshit. Mistrial him again. Punish the district attorney's office as much as possible.
And that was the near 5th mistrial of this trial. That was the 5th time there was almost a mistrial.
I would say that Schrader's just really trying to ignore he's trying to avoid a mistrial again because of the first one. He's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give him that credit. I think he's just literally that bad of a judge. I think he's a bad judge.
Well, he explained for about 30 minutes how he's no longer dealing with criminal cases, but occasionally they dust him off and bring him back for it.
What's going
on?
Dick seems to be bored with our.
Whoa, no, I'm not bored. What are you talking about? The law and stuff? That's cool.
What? Are you Gavin McInnes now?
Town boy.
All right, Gavin. Nicholas Cruiser, welcome to Lawyer. Michelle, can I get a birthday message? You're the best. Sure, I guess. Let me get some more liquor. I'm drinking. Have you had this, Jeff? Penelope barrel strength?
No, never heard of it. Is it a girl whiskey?
Nope.
Okay.
It's named after a girl, but it's like a Greek girl, I guess, but it's fucking great. It's 56%
nice
liquor, and it's terrific. And it's only like $60 a bottle, so it's not crazy expensive.
Cool.
Cheers to Michelle. Happy birthday. I have no idea how old you are, but it doesn't really matter. Enjoy the fact that you're older. Enjoy the fact that you've conquered another year, and enjoy the fact that you get to make life what it is. And the older you get, the more you realize that you get to make life what it is rather than life making you what you are. So cheers to that. Enjoy it, live it, have fun.
Hop in locals. Let's see those tits, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Nicholas Thero. You're not even in the locals.
I know, but I like chicks showing off their tits.
Why don't you get in there? I'll give you access.
They're just showing people with serious BMI issues at the moment.
Yeah, there's really large people in there right now. It's crazy.
No.
Nicholas Darrow, union rep, labor law, says, great 3-hour card ride with you degenerates in my ear. Hey, buddy.
Nicholas is so fucking funny.
Yeah, I got to meet him on your stream, and
the first 15 minutes of my stream yesterday, I got like an ab workout just laughing. We were talking about St. Patrick's Day in the Irish, and he's like, well, about 1,000 years ago, the Vikings just went to say, oh, hi to the Irish people because he didn't want to get into the whole raping and pillaging thing. We just went to say hi to the Irish. And he is so funny.
He's cool. I like him. Jeff is not says American exceptionalism. Tobito says Baldo hate. Rude. Grifty says Dick just straight ripped a whippet on stream. #legend. That was.
Am I out of whippets? Oh, fuck.
I've never done one of those.
That's you never done a nitrous fucking boost?
I mean, I've had nitrous at the dentist.
You never seen Fast and Furious, Nick? You don't know what it's like?
I've had nitrous at the dentist, but I've never done the like whippet thing.
Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, they're all right.
Pastor Flash says bring Cecil on. Tara Rayner, forget the pat down, the bend over and cough. You're welcome for the visual you cannot unsee now. My gift to you all. No more polite Canadian. Tara Rayner says, uh-oh, Helen Hunt better get a checkup. Ew. Stephen Ferguson says, FTR, for the record, Interstellar is mostly practical aside from the black hole, which won scientific awards. Middle finger to Vices. Christopher Nolan is the GOAT.
Agreed.
Shut the fuck up. It's mostly practical. What the fuck kind of statement is that?
That giant tidal wave was real.
Fucking practical. Oh, yeah, look at this. It's like a black hole. Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's mostly practical.
Scott Eklund says, is Aussie Overlawd the singer of the Deftones?
I don't know what any of that means.
You're not the singer of the Deftones. And Lauren de Laguna says, happy St. Patrick's Day. Shout out to Alyssa Clips. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, Lauren. Lauren, I saw the video that you posted. Very, very fun. Thank you. I hope you did really well in the bar. Jacob Reed, Will Smith is King Triton to Ursula the Sea Pig. Quote, keep my little mermaid's name out your mouth. And then he slaps Ursula silly. Be good. C Dollar says, did you hear about that 4chan guy who got arrested for suggesting a hit? Yes, I talked about that the other day. I read his posts or whatever. None of those were a threat. Not a single fucking one of them is an actionable threat. He'll probably win his case, but it doesn't matter. They fucking arrested him and flew him 1,000 miles from his home to put him in jail and then stand trial in a completely different place where he knows absolutely nobody, probably has no lawyer, all because he said, if a sheriff is giving you a problem and you shoot him, then, the problem's solved, which is not a threat. I don't recommend saying it, but it's not a threat under the First Amendment. And his case should be dismissed immediately.
And did you watch the video of him actually being arrested?
Mm-mm.
His mum just opens the door, lets the cops walk right in. They go up to the stairs, call him down, straight into handcuffs. It's just
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Fucking moms, man.
Don't let the cops arrest your kids.
Moms, fuck 'em.
Toxic Brood says, do you think that gym that refused to close should apply for the COVID fund thing that you mentioned for businesses that stayed open? Could be funny. Yes, they absolutely should. That'd be fucking hilarious. John Barrett, Japanese domestic market cars, Camelot can't handle.
I agree. They got
mostly
race cars.
Mostly Gluten says, release the footage of the Mexicans and maybe Mrs. Ricada. Jay Lucky says, quadruple fight milk, gross. Helena, hello everyone. When did Camelot lose his shirt? You've never lost a shirt in your life.
No,
John
Camelot,
Barrett,
you're one of those guys that it's like, if I look away and then look back, like, oh, his fucking shirt's off. I knew that would happen.
I'm like that, but with pants. John Barrett, in my opinion, Adam Krigler is a hypocrite. Ban fact. Okay. Helena says, glad I made it before you signed off. Good night. Good night, Helena. John Barrett says, Camelot grow balls, fastest 32, 33, 34 GTR in the world.
You know what? This reminds me of the whole I could beat you in a fight Camelot thing. Like, yeah, Camelot, your NASCAR cars aren't fast. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, I bet I could beat you in a fight. And I'm like, you probably could. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry for whatever I did to you. I apologize. I love you.
And Jeff
I've got a friend that he keeps going on about how he wants to try and organize a fight with you, and I'm just like, dude,
I don't understand. Like, I'm not a trained fighter.
Do you know how to fight at all?
No, I'd probably get my ass kicked.
My experience with lifters is that they're actually shitty at fighting.
I would imagine, because we spend all our time lifting shit, not training to fight.
Right. It's way different. Like the muscle movement of a bench press or a curl is way fucking different than what a punch is.
Now, if a person is untrained like me, like the same skill set, and they're a normal guy, and I'm a guy that can bench 400 pounds, I could probably knock the shit out of them. But like, if they're at all like a train, they might kick my ass.
Well, I used to fight my buddy in college. We had a little fight club that was fun. And he was a power lifter, and the most fucking annoying thing on earth was like, he had this burst strength, right, from doing, deadlifts and shit like that, where he could manhandle the fuck out of anybody in the room, but he just really didn't know how to throw a punch. Like, he punched me in the face and it was funny. And I'm not a guy who gets punched in the face. Like, I still have a nose, and if I get punched in the face, it'll get broken immediately. But he just did not know how to throw punches, and he didn't know submissions at all. So you usually like end up winning the fight with him. But it was fucking frustrating because he could just move you around like crazy.
Yeah.
But then there was like a fat guy who kind of knew how to fight, and that guy was way fucking harder to fight than the power lifter, because if you know something. But it was
if you're a trained fighter, like, at all, you just leaps and bounds above everybody. But eventually, size will get the the difference in size will just be too great for someone to even be able to break away, even if they're a trained fighter. So if like a guy's like 120 pounds, if the other guy's 200 pounds, the fight will end eventually with the 200-pound dude killing him. Like, it's just how it works. Like, so,
yeah.
But if they're of similar size, like, yeah, if you know how to fight, you're probably gonna kick that dude's ass. But I don't.
Yeah, that was
fight, so.
That was the good news. Is I was taller and had like sufficient like cheating height body mass that like we were similar size, but he's just much more jacked than I was.
Yeah.
Jeff is not.
You can bench 400 pounds. Is that what you said, Camelot?
405. He said
405. Yeah.
405. Oh
Yeah.
my fucking! How many times?
Oh shit. Most I've ever done is twice.
Oh shit!
It's heavy.
That's like
do
one,
3 times, or you're a pussy.
I did 395 3 times 2 days ago.
Oh
fucking
my god!
Jeff is not.
That's Jesus Christ. That's huge.
Someone in my locals called him cartoon tits, and I was like, yeah, that's it.
That makes
Nailed
sense.
it. They're not real until you
They
see
should
them in
have
person.
respect. The people in your local should have respect for that kind of display of masculinity. That's horseshit.
Well, they look fake until you see them in person. You're like, no. And there is a T-shirt that conforms directly to the curve of the pectoral. It's weird that
I've
exists.
seen you
Dying
in
to hear this
person.
super chat.
Wait, what?
I'm dying to
I've
hear this super chat.
From Jeff.
It
From Jeff
started
is
like
not,
6
or the
times,
next one.
Oh, yeah,
Jeff
from
is not says shave hipsters.
Oh, never
No.
mind. Yeah, all right, never
No,
mind.
it wasn't like special. I just kept getting.
We just
interrupted.
tried like 6 times to say it,
I
so I was like
know.
anticipation, and then it was like the letdown.
What would it cost to get each of you to shave?
Oh, I do it for free. I don't care.
I wouldn't.
This is lazy. This was me being lazy.
Exactly. I fucking
Yeah.
hate shaving, and I look like I'm 12 when I shave.
I was trying
I don't
trying
think you
something new.
look
Buddy,
like
you
you're
don't look
12
like you're
ever.
12 when you shave. I got bad news for
When's the last
you.
time you shaved? Yeah. I happen to be 12. But
I would hate shaving your mustache because it's like like you've clearly like that's
This is like 2 years. Yeah, this is like Corona
Yeah.
growth here.
yeah. What about you, Aussie? What's it take to shave your face bald?
Like I was saying before, this was just me trying something new, but everyone seems to love it, and it seems to be bringing in more money for me. So
there you go. It's all
So you
about-
have to
probably a hell of a
replace
lot of
that
super
to
chats.
shave it.
Sorry?
Dick, how much did it cost you to shave?
If Camelot says that Vito is not a pedophile, I will shave right now.
It's like you're keeping the beard.
Mostly gluten says, please release the footage of Miss Ricada. I can't do that, my man. I
The
can't do
footage
that.
doesn't do her justice. She's so much more beautiful than any picture you would ever see.
And it's
She's,
and its personality too. She's such an energy. She's a very nice energy person.
Well, the
She's great.
personality, like with all women, the personality is a negative, but seeing them in real life, sorry. You know, no
You don't have
offense.
to apologize. I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry to Camelot for denying that, but the personality is like all women. It's always worse, but in person, the body is, you know, ba boom, ba ba, ba boom, bow.
No, she's super hot. I've punched well above my pay grade, which is great. You all should try it in the chat. You should really try and do that. I actually think guys sell themselves short quite a bit. Because everybody tells women all the time that, oh, he doesn't deserve, like there's this cultish need to tell women that that the guy is lucky to be with them. Have you guys seen that shit?
Yeah.
Like
it's on a pedestal, people. It's on a pedestal.
That's
Yeah.
just
If
when
you
you
know,
look up
you
your
know.
dress.
it's not us putting it on a pedestal. It's literally everyone on earth putting them on a pedestal to them.
Mm-hmm.
And but no, it's great. I think everybody should aim for the pedestal, because why would you aim low?
Put them on the
Get it.
pedestal. Look up the dress. Everybody's happy.
Dark
Shoot for the
Schwartz
moon.
Rising.
Miss, you land amongst the stars.
I always go up second on escalators. Dark Schwartz Rising says Interstellar is an awesome movie. Ricada Law, are you an Elijah Craig fan? I've had good Elijah Craig. I've had shitty Elijah Craig as well. What the fuck is this?
This is me without facial hair.
It's not facial hair.
Yeah,
No way in
Michael
hell is that you.
Avenatti, look at this
Oh my
fucking
God.
operator. Oh,
You're
Oh,
aerodynamic,
dead.
man.
You look like
Well,
a bad guy in like a freaking Die Hard movie.
This
I
was
bet
pre,
you-
This was
I bet you-
pre-COVID. I put like 60 pounds on COVID, and I feel like shit. So we're reducing now. We're back.
Dude,
we're
I
You
getting
look like
back
a
to here.
big toe.
I bet you dropped like I bet you dropped 0.3 of a second in the 40 just from the aerodynamics. Like what the fuck?
Jesus Christ!
Anyway.
I need that for my next thumbnail. Fuck.
It's a toenail, I guess.
That's gonna be when
Photoshop your head to like make it more circular at the top, like a dome like.
that's gonna be a thing, Jeff. When you come on Camelcast, that's gonna be my thumbnail.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Do it.
And I'm thinking, do a meme. Put that one next to his current thing and say Korea, not even once.
Yeah.
Mostly Gluten says, but no dick released the footage. He was talking, so he said the Miss Ricada thing, but he meant actually release the footage of the.
I have it. I mean, I don't. You want to go through these? We'll do it on Rumble, I guess.
We're
I don't
done. We're
wanna
done with
slow
super
everything
chats
down.
on YouTube, so I can actually shut it down. But what I will say is this: you know, Dick talked about ballflation.
Yeah.
Like shoving a bunch of saline into your balls. Look, if you do that, it's gonna look weird. If you don't manscape your shit, manscape, you got to shave that, trim that down, cut the hedges, whatever euphemism you want, mow the lawn, fucking trim the field, whatever you want to do. Get that ball hair under control, because the last thing you want is a tangled fucking viney forest when the woman goes down to the pants and unzips them. You do not want her Russian flossing. You don't want that shit. What you need is a well manicured lawn. Personally, I prefer bald, but look, if you like to just keep it trim with a little stubble, that's up to you. Manscaped can help you out. Not only do they have a fantastic wet, dry electric ball trimmer with a nice, like the blade isn't metal. So if your nutsack gets caught in it, it's not going to rip it up and just treat it like a $2 whore. It'll treat it with some courtesy and respect. You can do that, but they also have a nice a whole grooming kit. You get a nice like ball wash down there. You get some conditioner and all of that stuff, because your pubic hair is different than your head hair. So you don't want to just rub like shampoo and conditioner down there. You
can get lice in it.
Right. That'd be terrible. You need to do ball shampoo, ball conditioner from Manscaped. Look, you can get the full kit. Manscaped will get you your balls taken care of, your beard taken care of, and they'll throw in their new this guy. This is the nose trimmer, the nose hair trimmer, and get you all scaped up and looking good. And if you go there, you use manscaped.com, use nose20. Nose20 will get you 20% off of whatever you order. Look, I've used Manscaping's beard product. Look, my balls are already bare, so it's not like I don't really need their like I've already shaved them because I'm courteous. But I use the beard products and they're really fucking fantastic. The beard shampoo, conditioner, the beard balm, the beard oil, and you use the beard brush and whatever. It's like a pool table, and it gets it all in the same like sort of order and gets you looking nice, and it has a nice shimmer to it. And most importantly, I went to kiss Lady Raggets the other night after doing the Manscaped beard treatment. And she says, wow, you smell really nice. I'm like, I actually don't, but my beard smells fucking immaculate.
Wait, you kiss your wife?
On occasion when I have to. But no, it's a fantastic thing. It smells really nice. It's got a nice sandalwood scent to it. And check it out, guys. Manscaped, they're like, again, I've only used the beard products. I really like them. The ball trimmer will be great, but I have to like let ball hair grow out enough to trim. I don't know, that's a little personal, but not personal enough for this show. But yeah, I'll tell you how that works. Go there, use Nose20. If you don't have a personal grooming kit as a man, what are you even fucking doing with your life? You can either go to the store and spend $3 on a shitty razor and do that, because that'll actually fucking work for you. Or you can buy the Manscaped kit and try and do it a little bit better and make yourself smell nice, make your skin feel nice, and all of that shit. So check it out, manscaped.com. Promo code is NOSE20. And finally, we are off of YouTube. So I'm going to play this little 20-second outro. Guys, the Rumble link is in the description. Get on Rumble right now. Go to Rumble. It's where you love and live, and everything is great. And we can say all of the gamer words. Finally, Helena says Miss Rackets is confirmed gorgeous. And Jessica Reloaded says, sup, boys? My favorite men on the panel equals Night Maid. Oh, what's up? Jessica Reloaded is, of course, the Mia Khalifa of YouTube. Fantastic. Except not a cunt. Wait, I'm not off YouTube yet. I can't say that. Except not lame. How's that?
There you go.
There we
Better.
go. All right, guys. We'll see you over on Rumble in 20 seconds. Have a good night if you're on YouTube. Make sure you follow the link. And leave a like on your way out, and make sure you hit that like button on Rumble as well. It really helps. Peace. Peace.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen,